The evening meal went quiet, the air between them heavier than the rice. One honest apology later, the house breathed again. This is what ethical practice does. It shifts what we cannot force with rules. Welcome to Sal Sothea, a space for Dharma, reflection, and peace.
In this moment, we come together to listen, to soften, and to learn small ways that protect the heart. If you can, find a quiet place. Sit comfortably. Breathe in slowly and out. Let your shoulders loosen. Let your mind settle.
Why spend time on ethics? Many of us think ethics are rules, hard lines that make us tense. But the Buddha taught ethics as training for the heart, simple habits that reduce regret, ease anxiety, and open space for kindness. Have you noticed how a single honest moment can change the tone of a relationship? That is the power we explore today.
I want to tell you a small living story from a village by a temple. The family sat around one simple wooden table. Voices had thinned after a quarrel over a small inheritance. The youngest daughter held her bowl but did not taste the rice. Then she spoke, softly, with regret. Not to win, but to be honest. Her words were short, real, and they loosened something inside the home. The next days were not perfect, but the sharp edge had gone. Conversation returned. Meals became a place of care again.
Can you feel a similar tightness in your own life? If so, hold that feeling gently. No blame. Notice it with curiosity. That feeling points to where kindness can begin.
Stories like that show how one choice ripples beyond itself. The 5 precepts are invitations that protect life, trust, dignity, clarity, and wise attention. They are practical, meant for everyday moments, not lists to make you feel judged.
Think of a moment your anger wanted to lash out. You feel that heat, yes? The precept about non-harming begins there. Gentle tenderness grows when we pause before acting.
What about taking what is not freely given? Think of the little things. Using a colleague's idea without credit. Keeping something borrowed too long. This precept is about trust. When we honor what belongs to others, time, ideas, property, we weave safety into community. Small, honest acts rebuild trust slowly and surely.
Intimacy can be beautiful, and it can also harm when boundaries are ignored. Consider this. Have you ever spoken for someone else's desire? The precept regarding sexual conduct invites responsibility, consent, and care. It asks us to protect dignity, our own and another's, through clear, honest choices.
Words. How often have words left a bruise? The Buddha teaches speech that is true, helpful, timely, and kind. Before replying to a sharp message, ask, does this heal or wound? Often a pause turns a cutting phrase into a question that invites understanding.
And when our attention grows dull, when we reach for the bottle or a habit that numbs, we lose clarity. The precept about intoxicants protects wakefulness. It does not demand perfection. It invites choices that keep the mind clear so we can meet life with care.
Which of these 5 gently nudges you right now? Say it quietly to yourself. Naming it makes it easier to see where to begin. Let me offer 5 small pathways, tiny practical habits you can try for a week. Each is realistic and kind. Choose one and treat it like an experiment, not a test.
At work, when a disagreement flares, pause before replying. Breathe once. Ask, will this protect trust? If the answer is no, choose a small, truthful step, a clarifying message or an offer to meet briefly. Small pauses stop unnecessary harm.
At home, try a mealtime ritual for 1 week. Before your first bite, look around the table. Offer a silent wish of well-being for those near you and those afar.
Let the breath and that quiet wish soften your tone. Meals become a place of care again.
On your commute, practice tiny acts of patience. Let someone merge, yield the lane, or offer a smile to a stressed driver. These small choices protect safety and keep your own heart steadier. Online, before posting or replying, write your response, then wait an hour if you can. Read it again. Often the sharp edges soften. Ask, is this necessary, true, and kind? If not, let it rest. Evening. Review the day with curiosity, not judgment. Where did you act with care? Where might you practice differently tomorrow? Choose one tiny experiment. For example, one kinder sentence or one evening free of alcohol, and carry that intention gently into sleep.
Now I will guide a short reflection. Close your eyes if that is safe. Breathe in. Know you are breathing in. Breathe out. Know you are breathing out. Bring to mind the precept that called to you. Notice it without blame. What small action could you try this week? Hold that intention lightly. Breathe in. Breathe out.
Some obstacles will appear. Guilt may rise. Perfectionism may whisper. Friends may not understand. Meet these kindly. When guilt comes, learn from it. When perfectionism nags, shorten the task. Small steps win. When others doubt, explain your intention calmly or practice quietly. With compassion, we return to practice again and again.
Remember the village story. One honest, regretful sentence eased the household. Your life will not transform overnight, but a single, small, repeated choice changes the heart over time. Ask yourself, what can I do 3 times this week to support this small change?
Let us gather the essence simply. Protect life by cultivating tenderness. Honor what belongs to others to preserve trust. Respect intimacy through consent and responsibility. Speak truth that heals rather than wounds. Choose clarity over habits that cloud awareness. If you remember one thing, let it be this. Gentle, steady practice matters more than sudden perfection.
Give yourself permission to practice slowly. Choose one tiny experiment for this week, perhaps the mealtime pause, and observe with curiosity. Notice what shifts in your body, your speech, your relationships. Practice without harshness. Step by step, the heart learns a new way.
May you be well. May you be peaceful. May you be free from suffering. Thank you for practicing with Sal Sothea.
If this felt helpful, do one small thing. Share this episode with one person, perhaps someone you eat with this week, and try the mealtime pause together. Subscribe to Sal Sothea if you would like more gentle teachings. Walk the path with us, step by step. Let it settle and find peace within.